Okay guys, welcome to this next video about speed sculpting, and this is third video, and I think I'm super excited because I think this one turns out the best from all of three sculpts that I did, and I hope it will get better and better. And as you can see, you saw at the beginning, I don't know if you saw it, but it took me 1 hour because I give myself an 1 hour time limit, about 1 hour, and I think I will gradually increase it. It depends on the sculpt that I want to make. So now I'm focusing on mainly the head because I want to practice the anatomy of the head. And in this video I made Nick Fury, and if you don't know who is Nick Fury, just check him, but I think you should know him because he's quite popular. And okay, what I did, I always start the same, so I start with the cube, subdivide it 2 times to have a sphere, and then I just shape the head so I have the same shapes. And this time I decided that I will split views, so I will have more than one 3D viewport so you can see it better, and I think this configuration is the best for time lapses. But I was scared that my computer will freeze at some point because it's not that powerful, but I did it somehow, and I think from now I will have the same setup. Okay, so also guys, let me know in the comments if you like this series, and if you have any ideas for the future sculpt that I can sculpt, and I'll try to sculpt them. For now I always try to do something easy, and I think after 1 week I will change to making torso or other parts of the body, because I want to practice this as well. And I think it will be fun. I will make mistakes, but it's normal, and you will see me making that mistakes, and I want you to learn from my mistakes, guys. So for the first time I used an application that is called PureRef, and basically, if you don't know what is this application, it's basically an app that helps you to gather all your references in one place, and it's super nice, clean, and I have it on my second monitor, and I will pop an image on the screen right now how my reference board looked like, and I used it a lot, and for now I will always use that. But first you have to gather those images and download them from the internet in order to use this application. And I can do a tutorial about it if you want. And also we finished the series about the tree, which I'm super excited because I wanted to finish that and move on to different things, like this things. And if you have any ideas for tutorials, just let me know in the comments. Yeah, and I will make them because I have no clue to what tutorials you want to see, guys, what you need. Yeah, so yeah, let me know in the comments. Okay, so Nick Fury is the most, actually second most stylized character that I was sculpting, because tomorrow I will also publish one video about one character, and you'll see what character is it. But yeah, he was more stylized than Nick Fury, but also Nick Fury is quite stylized, so I tried to remain those sharp square edges to make him look more stylized. And I remember that I struggled a lot with his mouth, because it was weird, a bit weird, and I didn't know how to make it. And as I told you, I don't remember if I told you in this tutorial, in this video, or in the previous one, that I have a problem with mouth, and I know what I have to practice now, because yeah, I spent a lot of time sculpting the mouth to make it look correctly. But I think that in Nick Fury you need his beard to look good. So I will make it later, but I was afraid that I will not fit into my time limit, but I managed somehow. So yeah, I also learned before the sculpting how to make belts, because he has this belt on his eye, because he lost his eye, and we will see that in Captain Marvel, I think so. And he also has a beard that I use the same technique for the beard, I don't know, as for the eye thing. And it's super simple. I don't know why it didn't work on my Mr. Incredible, but I'm happy that it worked out here. And yeah, as you can see me struggle now with the mouth. I was constantly changing something because I didn't like the way he looked. And give me, guys, a second, because I want to take a sip of water. And also I forgot to mention, if you prefer only the time-lapse without me talking, just tell me to shut up, and I will try to comment it less, or just don't comment it. But I think it's nice to tell you about my process of making the character. So here basically I try to make his mouth more indent, so make more crevices in his mouth, so it looked more deeper. But it didn't turn out too good, as I can see now. And yeah, his upper lip looks very weird. But that's because he doesn't have a beard now, and he will have it later. And now I'm just refining the shapes, just adding some more sharp edges and creases in the places that are needed. Yeah, and also I try to flatten a lot of places, because it looks more stylized. So I basically use a scrape brush, and I try to flatten some places. For example, the ear, I always try to flatten the ear because it looks more stylized. And his ear is super simple, because I simply didn't have enough time to care about the ear, so I had to make something simple that looks believable. But normally I don't sculpt ears like this because it looks weird if you look from the side. There's no detail in his ear. But as I'm taking always the screenshots from the front view, you can't really see it. Here I'm just pinching the edges so they look more sharp. And I think that in few seconds or minutes I will go to making the belt. So yeah, maybe I will leave you with the time lapse now, or I can say something. No, actually no. Or no. Actually no. Okay. So I think we are done with the sculpt from now, and yeah, I'm making the belt. So I always have a trouble with the 3D cursor because I'm not still used to it, because in Blender 2.79 you used to change positions with the left click of the cursor, and now you have to change to the actual tool, which is 3D cursor, and then you can change the place of it. So here I'm just going around his head. I use the snap tool to snap the vertices onto his head, and then I add subdivision surface modifier to make the belt more smooth, and also I add a shrink wrap modifier to make it more shrink to the head. And solidify to make it more to basically gives the belt a depth, a geometry, so it looks more thick. And here I think I will do a tutorial about it, but I think there's a lot on the internet and you can look it up. But if you want me to make a tutorial about how to make belts, just let me know in the comments again. And basically I had to do a vertex group, which is basically assigning few vertices to the group and uncheck them so the modifiers doesn't work on them. So basically they would not shrink wrap on the head, and I did it on the eye because I want the eye segment to be apart a bit from the face. And I think the eye is done, and now I'm going to his beard. I have to check it on the Google Translator. Beard or bird. Beard. I don't know. Okay, and here, I basically do the same stuff. So same modifiers and exactly the same process. You just have to make it look good. And I use the mirror modifier so I don't have to do it 2 times. And I don't know what to say, guys. I forgot about this part about his eyebrows, but at the last moment I saw that he has eyebrows, and when I added it, I think he looked a lot better. Same process, just trying to define those shapes, and I try to make those eyebrows look more stylized, so there's a taper at the beginning, there is and at the end there's a little bigger, and at the end it's smaller, so in the middle it's bigger a bit. And he has also a small hair beneath his lip. So yeah, I think that's it, guys, and thank you, and see you in the next one.